cool.
One Chance, Many Sounds. Got my man Bruce right here in the middle. Got my man Brandon on my right side. We're gonna call this the hot corner
Hot corner. Why is it the hot corner?
because it's about to get hot.
Don't get a little toasty.
So we get a little toast in here, right? We're in Arlington, Virginia right now, here in Arlington. We're at Dudley's. It's a nice bar. They have a rooftop. You hear the sweet sounds
of the live acoustic band with an NPC white dude that can't keep the beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
Books
got-
of Maine, it'll be there.
Or your local Walden Books, or Pornhub.
Pornhub.
But look, welcome to the show. What we're gonna do today? Look, 3 topics. We're gonna knock them out real quick.
Yeah.
That's why it's the hot corner.
Yeah.
So, ladies, we got a question. We got ladies off camera. They're just gonna give us the questions. So we're waiting.
All right. Go ahead. Ask away. Wait, the camera's recording.
So, tell me about your
Wow.
hangover. Tell me about your hangover moment.
Hangover moment. Like a bad hangover moment experience.
Can you explain
Like the
that?
movie. Like
Yeah,
take
yeah.
the movie The Hangover and then
Like something crazy.
relate it to your life.
All right. So
First of all, does each person have to go?
if you don't have a hangover story, you don't have to go. So we can settle that quick.
Okay.
All right.
So, like, first of all, this segment is sponsored by Funky Face. It's a brewery out of Ashburn, Virginia.
Okay.
It's Old Ox Brewery, and check it out. It's a sour ale brewed with raspberries, and it's actually pretty good. And I don't like sours, so I just
Okay.
wanted to let y'all know.
And rum, and he had Fireball.
I had Fireball, but I drink my shit. Also, real quick, shout out to The Couch. Dame, appreciate the shout out earlier on your show today. Continue to check out the podcast. For anybody who's listening to this, remember, like, subscribe, turn on your alerts so you get the newest editions when they come to you. And feel free to leave us comments and let us know at any of our inboxes things that you would like us to talk about.
One Chance, Many Sounds, hot quiz. One Chance, Many Sounds.
The word 3, COI. Don't ask me what it's about because I'm not going to tell you.
Right, I was like, 3
All right,
points.
so look, on to the question. All right, we have an answer for you. The question was our hangover moment. When you, I guess, been your most drunkest, when you acted the fool, when this has been your craziest moment. So I'll let somebody else go first.
Go ahead, Brandon.
All right, so I can't remember what birthday it was. It might have been like 27 or 28. Get off work early,
How early?
like noon.
Okay, that's early.
I was living in Charlotte at the time.
Early.
Sound like a problem
Sorry,
already.
sound ratchet. Early
I
in
drive-
Charlotte.
So my plan is to go to Greensboro, but I drive to Fayetteville to pick my friend up. My best friend at the time. We drive from Fayetteville. We get to, like, he has an apartment in Greensboro. We get to his apartment. We drink half a gallon of Bacardi.
Okay.
Looks like
And from that point, I don't remember everything that
Party
happened.
limon.
I remember at one point we went to a house party, sitting on the couch, and people are just handing me drinks, and I'm drinking drinks. At another point during the night, I'm getting pulled through somebody's window.
You're in a small. By the way, this is not a short guy.
I'm
so
6'2", so you know, I'm like, I don't know why it happened. Like, people were trying to get out of the window, and I ended up like almost out the window.
Well, you got
People were
pulled
helping
through
me get
a
out the window. Not like
Was the
like,
car
nobody,
crashed?
nobody was trying to throw me out. It was a house.
Okay.
I'm in a house.
okay.
I'm
I
in a
don't know
room,
about
and everybody starts going out the window. And as I'm trying to get myself out the window, people are trying to pull me out the window.
He had this face right here.
Okay.
And then the next thing I remember, we leave. I'm back at his crib, and I like run out of his house and throw up nothing but cranberry juice and Bacardi on his welcome mat.
Oh,
and then
that's hotness.
throw up over the balcony, and I wake up with the biggest headache in the world.
Oh man, that's real. You want to go next? You want me to go?
Yeah, I guess I go.
Go ahead, go for it.
There's this one time in band camp. So I was living in Charlotte. Man, I don't know what got over me this night. So usually I would have gatherings at my crib. I live uptown Charlotte, live near Panther Stadium. So everybody always came to my spot, South End, Camden South End. I missed that spot, man. We had some good times. Everybody came over. It was early, and drinks are flowing, whatever. But I saw a bottle of Fireball just sitting there, right? And it just was calling my name. It said, "Bobby, come to me."
Oh, the
And I
sexy
said,
voice.
yeah, it said, Bobby, come to me. All of a sudden, I took it. I said to somebody, you're not going to drink this shit, are you? They were like, nah. And so I drank it. Guzzled it. Feeling good. All of a sudden, I was telling everybody I loved them.
They got this.
Look, I was telling them I loved them. My homeboy Perel, he went to go get everybody Bojangles. I hit him with a tank. Please don't go. I was over there like, please don't leave. You know, and all of a sudden I woke up and I was in the middle of my floor, but I was outlined in chalk. Instagram, you may have seen that picture. Is when I've been outlined in chalk. But then I went to the bathroom, right, and there was a nice young lady helping me.
Wait a second.
And throw up. Not helping me like that.
Oh, I thought she was
like,
like
I thought
yeah.
no,
I was like,
so I went to the bathroom.
Oh, shit.
I went to the bathroom to go throw up, and there was a nice young lady helping me, and like I made her sit there and watch me throw up. Like, don't leave, you know.
Just watch me throw up.
But guess what? The next day I had a kickball game, and we ended up winning. And everybody was like, "How are you alive right now?" And I said, "I do not know."
What kickball league was this that you played in?
This was a Goombay kickball.
Goombay, shout out
Yeah.
Goombay kickball.
Shout out Goombay, and shout out Mars also.
Yeah. Man, so I don't have a drunk story because I've never been drunk. Like, no, okay, so my story, I can remember this. Sophomore year in college at Howard, D.C. Jeff, if you listen to this, you remember the shit. We get back from Hibachi Grill. It was his birthday, so it was like in the middle of April. We go. We have a few shots of, I think, like back then, like everybody was drinking like
Just a few.
what's the common vodka that everybody was drinking?
Vladimir.
It was smeared off.
Sky.
Yeah, it's
Aristocrat.
Right.
Yeah. Back
So one of them.
Yeah.
One of them.
Like
So
Aristocrat.
So we drinking, and I'm a drinker. I'm a drinker. For anybody who knows me, I'm a drinker.
Great value.
That
bucket.
aristocrat at Boys and Poets.
That's right.
Right? So I had about like 5, 6 shots of vodka. They were like, bruh, y'all drinking this shit too fast. If you gonna keep drinking that, you gonna have to drink this Everclear. I didn't know what the fuck Everclear
How
was.
does that work?
Everclear is dead.
Ask Jeff. Ask Jeff, you was there. You set me up.
That
So-
only worked because you took them
Anything
shots.
that comes
Right.
in a plastic
So-
bottle is death.
Right. So I had my little Everclear. I had like 3 shots of Everclear, but I'm still good. That shit was the harshest shit I ever tasted.
You weren't good.
But I'm still
You
good.
just didn't know you
Because I'm a
weren't
soldier. So I was still good. Like Kellen Winslow,
Well,
not
you
the
ain't
rape
no
shit.
soldier.
I was a
You
motherfucking
just
soldier
didn't know
about
yet.
that shit. So then, I had my
Nobody
little
is
drink.
soldier
He
in
ain't know no
sophomore in
better.
college.
So I was then. But, so I walked over across the hall because I was in a co-ed dorm at the time. I walked across the hall, my boy Garrett was in there. He had like 4 women in there. Okay.
Ladies.
He had 4 ladies,
Shot right
4
there.
beautiful,
Yeah.
right there, beautiful ladies in there. So I'm like, Garrett, what's up? He's like, hey man, come chill. He was like, but I got the Bacardi Gold. Get a couple of these Bacardi Golds.
So you went from vodka to Bacardi?
I went from vodka
Everclear
to Everclear
to Bacardi.
to Bacardi Gold. So I was over there, shot the shit, whoop de whoop. I went end up back in my room. I never forget this shit. This chick, I don't even know who the chick was, kicked my door open.
She probably, her name
and
probably
was like,
Cynthia.
it might have been. Kicked my door open. It was like, what you trying to do? Let's go. And I said, bitch, get out my fucking room. Like, what the?
What?
I was drunk.
What kind of drunkenness is this?
Right.
I was like
What does she
asleep.
look like?
This might have been y'all dumbest
Hey,
story
nah,
I've ever
man.
heard.
Nah. I wasn't
All
trying
the
to get.
stories a week, by the way.
Look, don't hate on my
Mine was-
story.
All my adventurous shit, I wasn't drunk for.
Well, all I know is you saw my outline though.
Imagine being 20 years old and a girl kicking open your door and trying to get some. That's
You would
like,
think you would be ready for it.
you would
alright?
think.
It depends
you
on
would
what she
think.
looked like.
She was alright. She had some titties on her. She was alright.
Okay,
But
next
not
question.
enough
Next
to
question.
hop on.
Not enough to hop on. So I was like, get the fuck out of my room. I was
Next
like,
question.
Alright, that's good for the drunk stories. Ladies, question.
How do you guys feel about situationships?
Situationship? So can I ask you to define what a situationship is for the audience, for myself?
Having
for
a
everybody
relationship
listening?
without a title or a commitment.
Why you gotta have titles? Like, I mean, they put
Or a commitment.
they put chains on slaves. Like, you know, like why would you? I'm just saying, like, why why you gotta
What
have
does
title?
that mean?
Why you gotta have title? I'm just saying, it's like
That's
Why
what a
did-
situation
How
should
far
be.
you
Okay, so
It's not defined.
I thought
It
y'all
just
asked
kinda
us the
happened.
question. I thought y'all asked us the
So
question.
here's
How
how
far
I
up
feel.
the ass did you pull that?
Okay. So
Did it hurt?
All right. So okay.
Here's how I feel about it. I feel like if you establish the parameters of the relationship
Good guy, Brandon.
and everybody's okay with it, wrong with
Everybody
it
loves
until
Brandon.
somebody's not okay with it. They'll show you if they're not okay with it, and you don't have no obligation to change yourself. Like, you can be like, all I want is to hang out with you and fuck. And if they down for that, they down for that. If at some point they decide they're not down for it, it's on them to tell you they're not down for
But
it.
it's not. It don't always have to be just hang out and fuck. I mean, what if you want to have conversation? What if you?
I mean,
what
I
do
feel
you
get
like
to know
that's
each other?
What are you doing when you hang out?
I don't know. I mean, might be looking at each other. Some people hang out. Definition of hang out different from other people.
Yeah, I mean, okay, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
I mean, you know,
that's-
like,
that's still
because when
communication,
people think hang out, they may think of just smashing. Or, you know, when I think of hanging
he
out,
said-
it's like, okay.
Hang out,
When I
yeah.
think of hanging out, I'm thinking like going to a bar or like, you know, getting to know
Yeah,
each other
right.
or,
That's
you
what I
know,
mean.
whatever,
That's what I
whatever.
mean.
I mean, but, you know,
Actually,
everybody's definition of hanging
Right.
out is different.
Like, I don't say
always
hang out
going
and
with a
fuck if hang out and fuck mean the same thing.
But that don't mean just because you're hanging out, y'all gotta fuck that night.
Right,
It
but
don't. It doesn't.
So I still feel like I don't know what the exact definition of a situation. So how do you know you're in a situationship? For
It means y'all don't have no titles. and y'all
Have
not
commitment.
down enough.
So the question
No titles
is,
is no commitment.
have a
Just kinda
woman
go
ever
with the
asked
flow.
you, what are we?
right.
Say that again?
Have a woman ever asked you, what are we? If she asks you that, then you've been in a situation.
Actually, no, but I have been in situationships. But no, nobody's ever asked me.
I ain't never
But you're a
asked
good
nigga
guy.
that.
No, like,
I'm sorry.
I have not always been a good guy. I want to make that clear.
Brandon has evolved. So he
I did
said.
this thing called growth.
that is gross.
This segment again is sponsored by Funky Face out of Ashburn, Virginia. Funky Face.
Oh, yes, I need Insecure to come back.
all right.
Oh my god.
That
All right. So anything else that
think
needs
about
to be?
Okay, what's the next question?
What's the next question?
Oh.
Anything else that you
Have
want to
y'all watched
clarify?
Insecure?
No.
I
What's the
watched
next?
part of the first season. I didn't like anybody on the show, so I stopped watching.
Say. I watched
I
part
don't
of the
watch.
first
I have a
episode.
policy. I don't watch TV shows if there's not at least one character I actually like.
I mean, okay,
Not one person you relate to.
No.
So that's your strict policy?
I can
For the most
definitely
part,
see.
yeah. I stopped watching Breaking Bad when I realized I didn't like
Lawrence's
anybody
friends,
on the
like,
show.
I can't. Okay.
It was almost
The
done.
thing out was
Breaking
I
Bad is
feel
a
like-
really good show.
It was,
That's
that was
an
like-
all time. That's
I just
all
want
time.
everybody to go to jail or die, and I was like,
That's
I don't need
all
to
time
watch
great
this
show.
anymore.
Though. That's all time great.
Like when it came to the point where I like the meth head more than anybody else,
I love him.
and then I stopped
love
liking the
him
meth
too.
head,
I'm
it's
like,
like
that's
I don't need to
me.
watch
And
this
niggas
no
too.
more. Jesse was the best person on that show.
He was. He made it to the end. Oh, sorry, spoiler for anybody watching. All right, y'all got another question for us?
I got it.
Okay, we did the drunk stories. We did the situationships.
So
Okay.
you're in a relationship with a girl.
Okay.
Uh huh.
All right.
No, I'm not. It's a woman. Keep going. I got
Touche.
R. Kelly and
I can.
whoever
Young
this
lady.
white dude
So-
is that just
Young
got
lady.
indicted for
Woman.
shit is out here.
What's wrong
So
with young
you're
lady?
in a relationship with a woman.
Cause they could be
Alright.
50 and I still call them young lady.
Hey, young lady.
All right. Put your dick back in your pants.
It's not out yet, ladies.
You're in a relationship with a woman. You're currently looking for a job.
Oh,
All right. And
Wait,
you've been looking for a job for 2 years.
I've never been out without jobs.
Okay, so this is
But-
like
Well,
this
let's
might
finish
be
question.
beyond
I'm-
us, but keep going.
Yeah,
Continue.
I'm gonna indulge.
This is beyond me.
No, but we're being creative, right?
Yeah. I like it.
I love
So-
creative.
So you've been out of job for 2 years.
Okay.
So your girl's been the breadwinner of the relationship. Your woman has been the breadwinner of the
I feel like
relationship.
this is about to become a separate question.
It's very personalized.
Yeah.
She ends up cheating on you
Wow. Did not see that coming.
with a guy that's pretty ambitious, you know, has his own recording studio.
You can have it.
Right.
Is
So
this
what's
an
the
insecure plot?
right? Like yeah. Right. It feels like insecure plot. about. 'Cause I
Okay,
thought,
yeah, it is.
All right, so,
it is kind
Don't
of.
ask me
All right,
that.
all right,
That's a good question. Let's get another question.
No, I'm gonna say this. I'm like,
Yeah, I feel like-
you can have it because you know
No,
what
okay,
you know what would be
so-
the biggest middle
Oh,
finger.
okay. I'm gonna break it down to a couple. I'm gonna break it down to a couple parts because I think some of it was actually interesting though. So, how would you feel? Not that any of us have been in this situation because I've never been in without a job for more than a week. But how would you feel?
Months, right?
Yeah, right.
Like,
How would you feel if you were dating somebody and you had to rely on them for your well-being because you were in between
So-
Never
jobs?
been in that
Like, what was
Yeah.
that
If
feel
she encouraged you to say, I understand, like, this is where you were,
like? Like,
but
yeah, that's a winner right there.
like, if she says, I understand this is where you are, and maybe you should consider just getting a side job until you're able to get that dream job, and you're like, nah, like,
I wouldn't be like,
I deserve,
Right, you
I
can't.
deserve more.
Okay, I got you. So, guys, how do you feel about that?
Okay, so first of all, I wouldn't be like nah to the side job.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would get something like
gotta
I'm
get
not
something.
comfortable with not being able to contribute in some way.
That's like
Even
being a
if it's-
You
man.
could be a male gigolo.
Nah, but that's like being a man.
I
day
don't
one.
think anybody I would date would be comfortable with
Like,
me
a
being
man's
man
first
gigolo.
job is to
So
work.
That's out.
Like, that's it, right? A man's first job is to work.
No,
No.
a man's first
No.
job
No,
is
it's
to
not
be
true.
himself.
To breathe? I don't
To
know.
breathe, to eat, all that shit.
Okay, okay, guys.
Well,
Like, I'm just saying,
me
like,
and you got different ideas on
Yeah,
what
right,
it is
fair,
to be
fair,
a man.
fair,
So
fair.
that's that.
yeah, okay.
But like for me, I would try to get like a part time doing something, and then like let's say I wanted to go back to school for something. She was like, all right, I'll work the full time. You get a part time and go back to school.
Okay.
Like I would be comfortable as long as I could find a part time that I could keep up, and I
You
could
can work at Foot Locker so I can get discounts on Air Max.
But hey, look. So,
Right.
so here's my thing.
honestly I would do like no, it's not enough. If
I-
it was enough money, I would do that shit.
Honestly,
Cause
personally,
I would hook people up.
I go back and forth. If I care about the breadwinner thing, like I go back and forth about that.
I don't care.
I don't think I
It's-
care,
it's-
but
it's just a circumstance.
It's a pride thing. But for this conversation standpoint, there would be never a day in my life where
Don't
I
say
would
that.
rely.
Don't say never.
No, but you don't know how I'm gonna finish that. Like where I would rely on a woman to provide me with, help me provide me with a lifestyle or means of something without me contributing. Like I'm gonna get a job
Look,
or do something, even
I-
if that's work at McDonald's. And I would
I
never
hope
work
you
at
never
McDonald's.
have an
but I was like,
accident or a medical condition. I hope nobody ever has
See,
that.
and
But
that's
if
why
you
I'm
do,
love Brandon.
like,
But
you have to,
okay.
like, you have to do that.
What should he got his
You don't have a
disability
choice. Like
check
this is
Right.
the
He
reason
can
you get
provide
in a
his
relationship,
stuff
so you can depend on people.
but I'm not talking about those type of situations. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
you
like
are.
you
You
just
said,
got.
I can't-
I'm not talking about you got fired because your
So you
ass
feel
got
like
hurt.
a man
I'm not
should
saying.
provide?
No.
I think yeah.
But you
yeah.
have to take those in consideration.
Yeah, I would
when
say
you're
that.
saying, like this can't
Yeah.
happen.
Like,
Like so, if you're
That's
not in a
great.
relationship and it happens, you on your own. But if you're in a relationship and it happens, you want them to stay with you.
So I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
talking
true.
about those situations though. I agree with that. But I'm saying I'm talking about I'm not talking about the exception. I'm talking about the rule.
I feel
Right.
like that's not an exception.
Right.
People get sick,
Well, can you
and
call
you
on
have
me?
to depend on
Somebody
the
call
people
on me?
you're like the person you're in a relationship with.
Wrestling, tag you in.
All right, my bad.
You know, you hit the top rope.
Gotta like
Ah,
chin
the
music.
Right. So this is how I feel. So look. Oh, y'all talking about patterns, right? Talk about patterns earlier. So here's my thing. Got him. So, you know, if you're dealing with someone and, you know, they lose their job once, and, you know, okay, I can see that.
Yeah,
But if this starts becoming a pattern,
that's true.
like, I have an issue with that. Do I feel like a man should be able to provide? Yes, but I also feel like that a woman shouldn't have to sit at home also. I feel like we talking about equal pay rights and everything. I do feel like that, you know, dual income is more than one income.
Yeah, I mean,
You
at,
know?
at the same time, my older sister, she used to work at the Pentagon.
Right.
She has like master's degrees and stuff.
Mhm.
She's a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
Because that was what they decided they wanted.
Well, that's what
Right.
And
that was that
yeah,
situation.
yeah, yeah.
But for me, if I'm dealing with someone, and you know we're both working, and let's say she got laid off the first time, all right, cool. Well, we're gonna work it out somehow. But if I start seeing a pattern, like you just don't get laid off with just all GP,
Right, yeah,
general
yeah.
purposes. You know, it's got to be like something going on. But then I'm gonna start questioning other things. If you can't even get your job straight, And let's say we get married or whatever, then
like,
you
what
like
kind of
what's
example
gonna
would you
happen
say?
when we get a house and you lose your job? We only got one income. Then what? And then let's say we have a kid. Then what?
Live along with your
You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean that's cool and all.
But that
But-
you might get foreclosed on. Y'all you fuck your credit up. Like if you can't depend on the person on some basic financial things, it's gonna be a problem.
Right.
But that's the reason you get in relationships before you get married. That's the reason you move in with people. That's the reason you shack up before you get married.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say
So
this.
I don't
I'm
believe in
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this. And this could sound ass backwards, and it's not even that I make a whole
Well,
bunch of money or
because
nothing
it's
like
Bruce.
that. But this is right. But I'm
You know what?
unless
we
it's
probably agree on something.
unless it's emotional or like I'm not trying to depend on no woman for no financial needs. Like it's just like if we're being real and keeping it
We'll be
100
the
on this
editor.
camera, like. But that's okay. Like if a chick hits me up
Okay,
and like,
so
yo, I'm shooting you like
I don't need it,
$50 for a ship, but
need
fine,
it.
appreciate
I
it.
don't
But like,
need it.
but my point is, I would never be comfortable in that situation. Like from a standpoint of it being repetitive or long term or whatever the case is. If you say I get paid on Thursday, babe, whatever, okay, maybe, but like living
Yeah,
up like,
I get that.
but that's not the only issue I have with this is women are very successful in this world, so women can find jobs that pay more than a man's job pays, and
Y'all
so
the
I'm
only
aware
women.
of that.
Let's just keep it right.
Right.
Y'all the only women in this conversation.
Right. I'm aware of that. So I don't have an issue with that. However, it's more of the exception to the rule in my mind. That's all I'm saying.
I'll say it like this. I feel like both parties should be able to provide for themselves. They should be able to clothe,
Right.
house, and transport them and feed themselves on their own. And then y'all come together.
So okay,
Y'all
I
make
got
it better.
so
I
I
like
have
food.
so I have a
Right.
question for you, kind of transitioning. So I was talking to a friend of mine who actually hosts Truth Be Told, and so one of the conversations was, if you're in a relationship or you're entering a relationship with a person, do you talk or how important is accumulation of wealth? In terms of like immediately when you're dating, the person's a woman for the audience, but it was talking about how when you start dating or you start talking to somebody, you just have to talk right there. I couldn't talk anyway. Right there.
Continue, go ahead.
But anyway,
Funky face.
Right.
Ashburn, Virginia. Have some.
Right. So again, so if you start talking to a guy or you start talking to a woman, early on when you start thinking about building together, are you already making plans of how we can?
Never do that.
Always do that.
Never do.
How? Not
I
necessarily
would
that you're
say,
doing
why-
it, but
why
you need
wouldn't
to
you
have
do it?
plans. Like, why
Like
wouldn't you plan?
so you're planning in your head. You guys haven't made. Have you made it official yet?
So like you're going,
I
you're
just
going into
assumed.
the
What does
official.
official
Yeah, you're
mean?
going into
Yeah,
the official.
yeah.
I'm like, so
What does
I'm
official
going
mean?
on a date with a guy.
Like
and
you're
he
going
makes
into the official, like, okay, we're dating, we're essentially now establishing
Like, planning
that we're
everything,
working
you better
towards building a relationship together.
Have some type of
Okay, and so you're already planning a financial.
I feel
Right.
like you
So
should do that
yeah,
all the
yeah,
time.
yeah. So you're thinking like, okay,
Because
so
the first thing that's gonna everybody says the first thing that breaks down relationships is
marriage.
It's
finances.
finances. I understand that,
And sex.
but at the same time,
It's finances.
And sex.
definitely fine.
I think
it's finance.
Sex might be second, but it's
I
finances.
said and sex.
right.
And isn't first.
I can get sex somewhere
Yeah,
else.
I think
so
it's
I'm
1A,
financing.
1B. I'm gonna say 1A, 1B.
But no, but no,
Which is the same.
it's good. It's good, but at the same time, like you have to consider if you're not really in a serious relationship and you're already thinking about like, okay, if I'm with such and such and he makes 6 figures and I make
I make
this
4
much,
figures.
Right. So he makes.
okay, whatever, boo.
So he makes
Whatever makes you-
5 figures.
So he
But
makes
that's-
this
that's-
much and
Right.
you already have this life planned out and how you're going to spend the money. That's not good.
No,
Yeah.
but that's not necessarily what we're talking
I
about.
don't think that's what
he
he's
was
saying.
saying.
I don't think that's what he
okay.
was saying.
I'm talking about everybody being on this page where we're not exceeding our limits together
Absolutely.
or separately.
Exactly.
So everything after that is something different. But like, if y'all get together, y'all need to know that both of y'all can come together and pay these bills,
Right.
get these groceries, go
And
out.
have
That
a
y'all can be
savings.
financially. That y'all can be financially
Whatever.
responsible.
Yeah,
Like
that y'all
and
are
make good
responsible
decisions
Okay.
for
to
your
talk
money.
about.
So basically, we both have this separate life. This is what we can do separately, and we
Bring it
or
all
at the
how
together.
Yeah, it
or
should be
how
like a
can- or how
You
can
can do
y'all
it separately.
yeah,
and
or
then
you can do
Like,
it together.
talk over each other.
Okay.
If you can do it separately, then you have to see, can y'all do it together? It's not necessarily a given that y'all can do it together, because you might find people that aren't willing to, like, you find a man that's like, no, you can't pay rent. I got to pay all the rent. Then you get a place and he can't afford the rent. What's going to happen?
You gotta supplement.
He might be lying to you about paying the rent, and y'all get evicted
Evicted.
on some bullshit.
Well, I will say this: if I get a house, I don't want to pay the mortgage.
You don't want
I
to?
do want to pay the mortgage.
You want your name on the mortgage? Or
I want to pay the mortgage.
you
Is that all you paying?
right.
If y'all get a house together, y'all both
I don't like
like y'all gonna have y'all both of y'all names on the deed.
I mean, my point
Not
is this. My
necessarily.
point is this: is that
Right.
if you can look at
Well, when you
ways.
get married, I'm talking about marriage.
Marriage, yeah, marriage. Because I
So let me ask you a question.
That's still
Let me
nice.
ask y'all.
Somebody married.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Getting a house
Do you
together.
believe in
Yeah, it happens.
one person or another person have a checking account and having a joint account,
Yes.
or do you think that everybody or like it should just be only one account?
depending. Are they married?
Nah, I think
No, they're married.
Sorry.
I think joint and separate.
So I grew up in a
Thank
household
you.
where it's a joint
and
account,
separate.
but I do agree
Wait,
that
joint
there
isn't just
Joint.
one. That was it.
is they're both the names are on.
So I grew up in a household, checking, joint. I mean, but what I want to do whenever I get married is have checking, joint, and put a percentage,
a percentage that goes into your
and
personal
put a
account.
percentage in that. Because, if I make 6 figures and the person, if I'm making 120, the other person make 80, I want to make it fair.
Right.
So if we put in 10% in of each, like I'm gonna be putting in more because
Okay,
I
that's
make more.
understandable. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
just my.
That's something I got from my dad. Like, him and my stepmother. He told me, like, when they bought the house that he still lives in with my nephew, they looked at their finances and they said, okay, I make this much more than you, so I'm gonna pay 60%. You put 60% of the mortgage. You put 40% of the mortgage in there, and we'll estimate all the bills that we know are gonna come. And I'll take 60% of that. You take 40% out of your check, put it in a joint account.
Yeah.
So that has been the most sensible thing to me. It's like you estimate,
low.
and then they would do like every year. They're like, if she gets closer, it's once a year.
I
A year is
know,
a
I know.
long ass fucking time.
I
But
know.
like, if it comes to a point where she's getting gradually closer and closer, then you change the percentage. If she's getting further away, you change the percentages so that it's fair to everybody.
I'll say this:
that.
in the
I
one
agree.
relationship that I was in where we had combined finances, it was I was putting 80% of my check into a co-account, and then 20% was my own account. So
I mean, I just don't want somebody buying me something from Best Buy and I see it in the account like, hey, I got you something for Christmas. I already know it's that 72-inch TV.
So I know.
Well,
I
I
see-
paid for that. Like,
I paid for it. I get it.
Yeah, right.
Like,
I've seen instances where people like people that are
That's
like
my
somebody I followed on Twitter before I got off Twitter was like, yeah, my mom just take money out of the joint account because all the money goes in there and she handles the finances. So he's like, yeah, I just take money whenever I want to. He don't know.
huh?
You don't look at
Bills
the
are getting
finances?
Sound like a
sound
divorce
like
to me.
fool.
But they've been together forever and they both happy. She's like, yeah, I just take whatever I want and
If
take
they
it
got-
to
if
the
that's
bank.
Okay,
that-
I
if
gotta
that's
ask you a
that type
question.
of understanding,
So I
that's
got. So
fine.
I
Yeah,
got.
if they divorced, it
so
wouldn't work
That's
for
where
me.
So I
communication
have a
is big
question
thing, too.
for.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
I have a
But
question.
that
I
wasn't
need to see.
communication. That was some underhanded shit. But they were like, he doesn't know it's happening.
Oh,
She's skimming off the top.
Yeah. I don't like that.
city girl status.
I
Hey.
mean,
So my question would be, how do you feel, ladies, if you have a man? Because I feel like this is who I am in a relationship. I don't mind being the breadwinner. That's cool. But I don't want to be the person still like. I just want you to like. I'm not an organizer, so I rather like just you tell me how much money you need and I just give it to you. That's like
that could be
Like an
a
allowance?
control.
No.
That is.
No,
that,
I'm talking
that
about
sounds
for
very
no.
controlling.
I'm talking about for like bills. Like I don't want to be the person like going to Comporium to pay the bill. Like I want somebody else to like keep like a spreadsheet of the bills and you just remind me to pay that amount. Like,
So you want a babysitter?
Yeah, we just put
That's
that
my
shit
thing.
on
Like a
auto
lot of
pay.
people
You want
want
a
to be
mama?
no.
Some women
No,
wanna
but
be
I
like,
I don't
wanna
mind
be
making
like,
the
this
money.
bill's
I
$100,
just really- I
it's
just-
really
some
40.
men want to be. I want to bring
I'm gonna
money
get my
in
nails
and
done.
be
I just
a
want-
responsible person. Like I feel like if you're an adult, you need to be responsible.
I just don't want to worry about
Sound
it.
like a
Like,
hot
I just want
girl
to make the
summer,
money and be
nigga.
like, okay, the bill's due. Here's the money. Pay
So
the
then
bill. Like,
just
I don't want to
get
actually physically.
what's the
take
automatic
it.
payment?
Why?
Auto
Why
pay.
don't you get
I don't know.
quick
I just
pro?
don't like it. I don't know why. I just don't
Nobody
like it.
likes it, but why would you throw that
Yeah,
on
just
somebody
get
else?
auto pay.
Like,
You never have to worry about
collaborate.
it.
That's my thing. I don't know.
But he might not got it that month.
No, I'll have it. I'm just saying I don't physically
Yeah,
like
I
go
don't
through
think
the.
I'm
You never
okay.
know. You might go to Toronto or something. You never know.
But we go on to Toronto. Go ahead.
Y'all have
So
fun.
what was our question?
We talk about Toronto,
Right.
like it's a whole.
What's the question, Bruce?
Oh no, that was the question. How ladies would feel about it. That was the question for the ladies. Do you
I mean,
feel?
I would
do you
not
feel less
mind.
of a man who makes all the money, but he says, "Hey, I personally
If he's
like here. I make the money. I just want. Can you organize the bills? I'll give you the money. You don't have to ever worry about working a day. I just don't want to be the one who has to remember what bills are due what day.
right. I mean, I
Would you-
personally wouldn't mind that. I mean, I set myself up a weekly budget, so like I wouldn't mind that at all.
Okay. Okay.
It
All right.
wouldn't be an issue for me.
Good. Would it be an issue for you?
But I'm
So
still
it,
working.
I mean, it's something I can do, but you know, I guess I'm used to like my
A
dad.
man being a man.
my
But why is
dad-
that like a
my-
physical?
What
I
is
just-
a,
Doesn't have
like?
to have
What is a
anything to
man
do
being
with
a man though?
Maybe
Thank you.
Can I finish?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
So sexy.
So I can do it because I can do that, but I am kind of used to like my father, he paid like the mortgage. My mom paid like the small.
But the guy would still be paying for it. Like,
Right.
Can you
You
let her
gonna let her
finish?
finish?
yeah, go for it.
My parents, my mom would pay like the utilities, you know, or whatever. But you know, it is nice to kind of have that balance. But if you know my mate wants to go ahead and just give me the money, and I'm okay with that. We could just draft it out of the account. Nobody has to worry about it.
Yeah, auto draft is there.
Yeah, auto
All
draft.
I'm
you don't
saying,
have to worry
and
about
I
it.
don't trust auto draft.
So,
I still
I
write
don't
checks
either.
or some things.
So all I'm saying is, in that example, I would still be the person who is paying, whether it's like would be still paying. That's the example I'm giving. So that's why I'm asking the question. But I don't know. Maybe I need to word it better. I don't know.
Right. Got one more answer?
City girl.
I'm sorry. I was talking about case. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But what was the question?
All right. So I think so. Are
This
we good?
is medical over here, okay? I'm trying to
Right.
make sure that people don't come out paralyzed.
All right. So I think we're good. I don't even know how much time we're. I mean, that was definitely longer than 15
Okay, do
minutes.
y'all have any more questions to
Do you
ask
prefer
me?
dildos or real dicks?
Okay. We want to go there.
Why would
I mean, that's the question for the
real
ladies.
dicks?
So okay, I got a question.
I'm gonna
So-
say this. So
It just depends on the.
if I'm not like, when I'm not like with someone,
Right.
okay, so I don't tend to have like random sex, right? So I will have me a little toy just to kind of entertain myself.
Like a vibrator toy, or are we talking about like
Both.
a penetration toy?
Oh, they make them both.
They make
make
them
'em
both,
both.
Bruce.
Yes.
What is
just
wrong with
asking.
you? Do you not watch Pornhub?
Why don't you know this?
I know it. I was asking. Whatever. I know they make it. I'm just asking.
Separate.
Get me out of here.
Yeah, but
All I'm saying.
You didn't let her finish.
Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, I'm pretty much finished, but yeah, so like when in between the time, because of course I don't want the emotional connection with the sex partners and all this other stuff, so I tend to entertain myself.
One chance. Many sounds.
All my other questions: Lubriderm or whatever.
Lubriderm.
Whatever.
Isn't that a
those-
What are
lotion?
you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's all.
Lubriderm or
If
Aveeno?
I'm
Aveeno
saying
all
like
day.
this question is simple for guys. It's like
Irish Spring or
right.
like what?
What lotion? Does it matter?
Who is this guy? Do y'all know him right now?
I thought we
You
were
mean
talking
lube?
about women at first.
You mean lube?
Oh, it's yeah. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting. I was just-
Dildos or dicks?
That was the question.
Okay, so
That
I
was the
had a
question.
follow-up question then. So, fellas, how do you feel if
Everybody
you're
didn't even answer.
Was the question for the
He's like, I
ladies?
got a follow-up question.
Like they
He's like,
didn't.
damn,
All of them
wait.
didn't
All
answer.
right. So how you feel about it? Y'all two that didn't answer the question? How you feel about it?
I'm gonna piggyback on Michelle and say, you know, it depends on if I'm dealing with anybody. If I'm not, then yeah, I'm gonna pull out the dildo and put in the AA, AAA batteries and go to work. Outside of that, I do
C
prefer. I
D
do
batteries,
prefer,
big
Got the
you
D
know,
batteries?
a human body. It's totally different, you know. It's that warmth and that, yeah, just like sweat and all that good stuff. But go
Buckets.
ahead.
Me,
That's all I got.
I prefer a bullet. There we go.
So vibrant, that's
You
it.
prefer a bullet over a
You
dick?
prefer the bullet over
Wait, you prefer a bullet over a man?
Okay, so no. So if I'm not involved in a relationship, like I don't need all that penetration stuff. Like, but just let's get to the orgasm. That's the point. I want the orgasm because sometimes y'all motherfuckers don't know what y'all doing, and I don't get it anyway, and I still gotta pull it out.
So you're saying you prefer the bullet over everything?
period. She prefer the bullet.
You
She
BOE.
but
Bullet over everything.
no, not over everything. But I'm just saying, like, if I'm in a relationship, I'll make it work, I guess. But
One chance, many sounds.
So, all right. So how do you feel about your partner using a vibrator or whatever in a relationship?
incorporate it.
I don't care.
Don't care. You care?
It just seems like more fun.
Let's
to me.
play. Like
That's
I
all
like
care.
to like switch
That's all I
things
care.
up.
But you know what? It's funny, man, and I'm not saying me because you know you bring out a toy, I'm cool with it. Some
He said,
guys,
just don't use it on me.
hey, I ain't got time. I ain't got time.
That's accurate.
I ain't got
You know
time.
me, and we good.
But no, some guys like them egos. You know, if you pull out a toy, like nah, like you know, like I should be the only person or only thing that can do something for you. Like, bruh, like you're
if your
incorporating.
ego is right, you'll be like, how can I figure out how to use this and me to make her have the best time she's ever had?
So
Right.
sex
Right,
is
and keep
poetry
coming
to
back.
me.
I press it.
Sex is poetry.
I told you it's like a dance.
You said poetry.
Yes.
Emotion.
I
Little
said
sharper.
poetry.
Poetry, emotion, I don't know, but it's poetry to me. And there's always different creative things that can come and create a tight beat or a tight verse.
Okay, brown sugar.
Poetry don't have no,
Yes,
poetry don't have no beats, but okay.
But you ain't watched Brown Sugar though,
Because
so.
it's trash. I did watch it.
Ooh, that
Brown
hurt
sugar
my heart.
trash.
Smooth.
Speaking
Love
of,
Jones is trash.
so
It's trash.
you think brown sugar's
The
trash?
disrespect.
What's another black movie you think is
Can I
trash?
answer?
Brown
Can I answer?
sugar,
Can I
Love
answer?
Jones.
Who got the fireballs? You know what, man? So this is what's going on with that. And I fixed it, so you're
Love
gonna get the same price
Jones.
you got upstairs.
Loving basketball
That was
is
a feature what we were
trash.
doing, just turning the top table.
Yeah, I'm serious.
For
I don't know about
lots.
loving basketball.
He was trash in that movie. The
Okay.
movie was trash.
You didn't know that. Yeah, so I
Well,
took
that's the whole- that's all I'm gonna say,
one
I'm just gonna
fireball,
say
so it's
it.
only it's $9.
Well, one chance, many sounds. You
Anything
know,
by Tyler Perry is trash.
the hot corner turned into a
So, like,
full-fledged corner.
in charge of my
Right, like this guy.
So,
Top gun already.
so
We'll get another one. You just want another margarita?
We're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
I got you. And you want me to run
So,
this first chat? Okay.
thank you for tuning in.
I just wanted to head you off the pass because you want to get the fireballs.
Because it's right here. Same time, man. Same time.
All right,
Yeah.
guys.
Signing out. Peace.